You can do it. I know you're getting old, girl. Good girl. All right. Sit. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the vlog today. So we have a little bit of an unusual week this week. Big guy had to go out of town because his mom fell. So she's in the hospital. She's okay, but he just wanted to go be with her. He's an only child, so he is out of town kind of suddenly. And my mom asked me to come over here and get the dogs and take them to the kennel. Because, oh, hang on, Daisy. Because these dogs are kind of wild on the bike too. But you know, me and my mom both are nurses, so we work kind of long shifts. And without my dad being home, my dad works from home, so without him being home, who's gonna take the dogs out, you know? So that is what we are doing right now. I'm getting ready to go take the dogs to the kennel, but I wanted to get a little exercise in first for them. You know, because I don't know how often they take them out of the kennel. I mean, it's often enough, but you know, I figured they could go for a little bike ride before they go to the kennel, and then that's the plan. For those of you guys that are new to the vlog, I know we have a lot of new people watching. My name is Caitlin, and I am a single mom to a really sweet boy named Cadell who has autism. My parents help me out a lot with Cadell because I am a nurse, so I work long shifts at the hospital. So my parents help me out a lot with childcare, and you know, he is 9 years old, so his whole life they have really played a huge role in, you know, being role models for him and helping me out with childcare and, you know, stuff on the back end. So when stuff like this comes up, you know, of course I'm going to help out because I am off today and it's something that needs to be done. You know, my dad didn't expect to have to go out of town. And they, like I said, they help me out so much with Cadell. It really is the least that I can do. And funny story is Josie is the blonde. Daisy is the black and white dog. Daisy's still a puppy. She's like right over a year old, so she's still young and full of energy. But Josie is about 5 years old, and she was me and Cadell's dog originally. Me and Cadell got her from the pound, and we kind of just fell in love with her. She's one of those really sweet, really smart dogs. I swear I feel like Josie understands, like I can have a conversation with her. Like she understands everything I say. She's so like tuned in and just listens and observes you, and she's so sweet and docile that I knew she would make a great dog for Cadell, and they clicked right off the bat. So just as much as I fell in love with Josie, my parents fell in love with Josie, and they wanted to keep her, which is fine, you know. I don't mind sharing love, and Josie's such a good dog, and we're over here all the time that we're hanging out with her anyways. And then a couple years later, Daisy came into the picture. My grandfather found a litter of puppies by the dumpster one day, and he felt sorry for them, so he scooped them up and he got families for all of them except Daisy. So my mom took Daisy in, and Daisy and Josie have just grown to be the tightest sisterly bond ever. They love each other. However, I cannot manage both of them on the bicycle at the same time because they're both very strong dogs, and when cats come they have a tendency to want to dart and stuff, so I got to do one at a time on the bike. But it's fine. Usually my dad's home, like I said, he works from home, so usually he's home and he takes them on their exercise and stuff. But it's me today, and yeah, that's about it. We're gonna finish this up and go drop him off at the kennel. Go ahead. Get in. Get in. Get in. Okay, so the doggies are off at the kennel. I had about an hour or so before I gotta go get Cadell, so I decided to go for a quick little run, and that is why my face is so beet red. Every time I run it happens. I could go a mile, I could go 5 miles, and my face just turns bright red. But it's also 85 degrees out, so I guess that's why too. But anyways, I'm gonna go get the boy, and then he has really been loving riding his little motorized scooter to the pool in our apartment complex. That's been like his daily routine. He loves it. So I think that I will just jump in the pool with him, and then we'll kind of probably just relax and lounge in the apartment the rest of the day. But I'll bring you guys along with us.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
How was school today, Bubba? Did you have a good day? Megan said you had a good day. Did you see G? G was in your classroom today. How cool is that? Your best friend is your teacher. Dang it. It's raining, Bubba. Can't go do nothing when it rains. Man, that's a bummer. Katie, it's raining. It's so boring. You can't do nothing when it rains. Dang it. What do you want to do? Maybe it'll lighten up and we can go for a bike ride or something. It's just drizzly. Alright, well, while me and Cadell are kind of waiting the rain out, I went ahead and took a shower because obviously we're not going to go to the pool or anything like that. It's just been off and on raining since school. But I wanted to talk to you guys about a certain predicament that we happen to be in right now. And that predicament is childcare. So I don't know about the rest of the world, but for me, childcare has always been a huge issue, a huge burden. And in all honesty, above all else, as a single parent, it is the #1 source of stress and anxiety. But above, you know, all else above financial stresses and special needs stresses and all that stuff, I think childcare is the #1 stress. You need some help? Okay. Where are you going with your floaties? It's raining outside, buddy. All right, off we go. You need help? I'll help you. All right, hang on, I gotta lock up. I think that Cadell thinks we're going to the pool, even though it's drizzling outside. Honestly, if there's no lightning, that's probably fine, but we'll see. We'll see how the weather does. All right, you are bound and determined. There we go. Do you need help? Do you want Mommy to carry one of those? Here, I'll carry the donut. I'll carry this one.
Come in, Mama.
There we go.
Come in, Mama.
All right. Off on a Cadell adventure.
Come in, Mama.
Yeah, I really don't think you're going to get in the pool. I'm calling your bluff right now. I'm calling it. What do you, oh no! Ah! Cadell accidentally hopped on his popsicle and floated out. Oh, he just fell in. Aw. Is it cold? Is it cold? That's so fun. Just drizzly and overcast. It's not like raining. There's no thunder or anything. So I mean, he's fine, but I ain't getting in with him. Are you having fun? Are you having so much fun, Bubby? Aw. Oh, I'm glad you're having fun. You're getting cabin fever inside the apartment. Sweet boy. I'm gonna stand over here because I am not about getting wet right now. Kiddo doesn't even notice it because he's in the pool swimming and he is literally just giggling and having so much fun. So while he is entertaining himself, I will talk a little bit more about my issues with childcare. It has literally been a lifelong battle since, you know, forever. I mean, when I was in nursing school, Kiddo was a little bit younger and I had my parents who really helped me out a ton. You know, while I went to class and while I studied and stuff like that. And then once I started working and Kiddo got a little bit older, he gets a little bit more difficult to entertain, difficult to keep up with. You know, new behaviors develop, blah, 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 all that stuff. That just makes Kiddo a little bit more difficult to look after than the typical child his age. So it's always been really challenging for me trying to find a babysitter that is up for the challenge, you know, feels comfortable being around Kiddo, has her heart in the right place. I've tried websites, I've tried respite care services. There shockingly is not a whole lot of respite care services in the Jacksonville area. I know of one or two pretty reputable companies, but even within those companies, it's still difficult to get matched with a caregiver. I don't know, it just is. I mean, literally it's been a lifelong battle. The most frustrating aspect of being a single parent. We get so much support from his school, but we don't get a whole lot of support in the area of after school or before school. And that's what's difficult because I'm a nurse. I work 12-hour shifts. So I need that before and after school care. Many of you guys know G. G is amazing. We love G so much. G is friends with Becca, who is Abby's respite care provider. So Priscilla hooked us up and he's been in our life about a year now and Kiddo just loves him and he is so good with Kiddo. He's been such a blessing to us, but he recently accepted a position at JSA. I haven't talked about it on the vlog yet. I've talked about it on other social medias, but he recently got a job offer from JSA, which is so exciting and it's like his dream job. He wants to be in the special education field. He's going to college, you know, in his off time to get his degree in special education. So this is his passion. This is what he wants to do and I'm so happy for him. But unfortunately, that does not leave a whole lot of time on his plate to help out me and Kiddo. So I'm kind of back to square one and, you know, my parents have full-time jobs. John has a full-time job. And it just seems like it's always something. And I can't just, you know, go out and hire the next door neighbor to care for Kiddo. I mean, it can't just be any 18-year-old babysitter, you know, it has to be somebody qualified and willing to, you know, step up to the plate. So I don't know. It's just a struggle that we have really never been able to conquer in the 9 years of being his parent. It feels like it's going to be a lifelong battle too. That's the unfortunate part about it is, you know, as I continue to work outside the home, it feels like it will always be an issue. And I'm always that needy single mom at work, or at least I feel like I am, you know, always trying to swap shifts with my coworkers and, you know, just, I don't know. I had to call out one day this week because I didn't have childcare. My dad had to go out of town unexpectedly, like I said earlier. And I had nobody else. Are you ready to go back to the apartment? But me and my mom have talked in the past, you know, how it seems like that is an area or a subject field, you know, special needs caregiving, that is really a deficit in society, you know? I mean, every other corner there's a daycare center, but I can't take Kidel to a daycare center. I've tried, and I've talked to them and asked, you know, like, do y'all have any special needs classrooms? You know, would you be comfortable taking care of a child with pretty severe autism that's minimally verbal? And, you know, typically it's a no. We're not qualified to do that. And I say typically, and I mean it always is. So it's just a struggle, you know, it's a struggle. We'll figure it out as we go. I don't have all the answers yet, but we just have to take it week by week, you know. I've thought about trying to get a job like working from home, but I mean, like, in nursing, that's very few and far between. And I do rely heavily on my benefits and my healthcare package, because that pays for the majority of Kidel's care and his therapy and all that stuff. So it's also kind of like, well, I could try to get a job working from home, but like, would the benefits be good? You know, could I afford his therapy and things like that? But anyways, that's my little spiel. Not trying to beat a dead horse or anything, just trying to open up to you guys a little bit about some of our other struggles and see if any of you guys can relate, or if any of you guys, you know, have gone through similar issues. But Kidel's bored. I don't know what you are. What are you right now? You're climby. You got climitis. Come on.
I wonder how this night will be. The apple does not fall far from the tree. She said I almost died a week ago. I lost my will, I thought I'd let you know. The countryside, the water, so I wait up here, I just let it you know. Wait along the corridor.
Look, Bubba. How cool is that?